Good morning children. How are you all? Welcome back to our social studies class. Okay. In the previous classes you have learned about the world we live in. The world means what? Our earth, isn't it? We are living on the planet Earth. Earth is made up of land and water. Okay. Earth is made up of land and water. 71% of water is there on the earth and only 29% of land is there. You know very well, isn't it children? Children, do you think it is easy for us to know about the earth by traveling around the earth? Do you think it is easy or not? It is difficult, isn't it? To travel around the earth, to study about it, it's difficult. So we need one object to study about our earth easily. What is that object? The globe. And the other object is the map. Okay. So you might have understood the topic for today's class is the globe and the maps. Okay. The globe and maps. How we are going to use them to study about earth. Everything you will learn in this class very clearly, children. So what is a globe? The globe is a model of the earth. Globe is a miniature model of the earth. It is decreased in the size millions of times, children. It is decreased in size millions of times. But it shows us the accurate picture of the earth. But it is showing us the accurate picture of the earth. How earth looks like exactly from the space, we can see that exact shape and color formation on the globe. So it is very useful object. This globe is fixed at the two end points. The globe is fixed at the two end points and it will rotate on the two end points with the line passing through the middle with a rod which is passing through the middle of the globe. Same exactly our earth also spins around itself on an imaginary line called axis. Okay. Same how our earth rotates around itself, in the same way globe is also rotating around itself on the two fixed points. Okay children. And the different colors on the globe shows us some information about the earth. The different colors on the globe shows us some information about the earth. It is reduced to a very small, millions of times it is reduced. But it shows us how the continents and water bodies are distributed on it. Okay, it shows exactly the location of the countries, water bodies, oceans, continents, everything clearly. So the next object which is helping you to learn about our earth is map. Okay, the map. You are going to learn about map now. A map. A map is a flat representation of the earth, children. It also shows the same information as the globe shows. But it shows in more details. Very small details also can be shown clearly on a map. It is two-dimensional. It is flat in surface. We can handle it very easily. We can fold it and keep it in our pocket. We can keep it in our purse. We can carry the map in anywhere. It shows the locations, even minor locations also very easily and very accurately. As it is flat, we need to have more imagination to learn the maps, children. It is easy to carry. It shows more information than the globe. And we can identify the places. We can locate the places easily. It is also reduced to a smaller size. The book of maps is called an atlas. All the maps are arranged in one book, children. That book is known as an atlas. You know, in the ancient days, they used to use clay tablets as a map. in the city of Babylon, the earliest maps were used. They used the clay tablets. So, you have learnt about the uses of globe and maps. Next, to draw map, we need one scale. To draw line, you need scale, isn't it? In the same way, to draw the map also, they will use scale. The person who draws maps is known as a cartographer. Okay? The person who draws maps is known as a cartographer. The subject, the study of the science of drawing maps is known as cartography. Okay, the study of drawing maps is known as cartography. You know very well. We'll go to photographer to take our photo, isn't it? In the same way, the person who draws maps is known as cartographer. The subject, the science of study of maps is known as cartography. So, all the maps are arranged in one book called Atlas. See children, if you open Atlas and see on below every map, you will see clearly that drawn to scale. One small sentence is given. Drawn to scale means every map is drawn to scale in the Atlas. Okay, they are not drawn just simply like how we are drawing in the books. So, in the books which we are drawing, which we are using, with this free hand also we will draw one map. That is known as sketch map. Okay, without measurement, without scaling, just to represent the shape we will draw. That is known as a sketch map. But the cartographers use the scale to draw a map. Means now scale is useful for us, isn't it? So, on the globe and map, it is reduced. The actual distance is reduced to a very small distance and shown on a map or globe. So, it helps us to measure the distance between the two places, or it helps us to know how much far or near you are positioned, how much far you are there from your position from a place. So, scale help you to know the exact location and distance between the two places. Scales are drawn to some in the map they will give some scale children. With that you can measure, you can calculate real distance on the ground. Means the scales are drawn by measuring the actual distance on the ground. They will minimize and they will show it in 1 centimeter like that. So, the scale which has 1 centimeter for 100 kilometers is known as small scale map. Okay. The scale which shows 1 centimeter for 100 kilometers is a small scale map. Means large area we are covering in a smaller area. Smaller part of the map we are showing. A large scale map has a scale of 1 centimeter for 50 meters. Okay. Means 50 meters on the actual ground is represented in 1 centimeter on a map. Means it is showing a smaller area in 1 centimeter. That is the reason why it is coming in larger in size. So, large scale map shows a scale of 1 centimeter for 50 meters. Whereas small scale map shows the scale of 1 centimeter for 100 kilometers on the real ground. Okay. So, scale is a distance between the proportionate distance on the actual ground to the paper on map. Okay. So, scale plays an important role children in reducing the size of the map accurately. Okay. We can know distance between any two places if you know the scale of a map. That you keep it in mind. So, it is one of the important element of the map children. So, you have learnt in this lesson how globe and maps are useful for us to study more information about our earth. Okay children. So, you know one thing, the biggest globe on the earth is Earth. Okay. The biggest globe on the world is Earth. So, it is so big. It is in the USA. It is the only globe which rotates as well as revolves. Okay, it is the only globe in the world which rotates as well as revolves. If you want to see very minor information also on the globe, that globe will become very bigger in size, children. If you want to see more detailed globe, okay, more information clearly on the globe, that globe will become so big and it will become expensive also. Expensive means costly, children. To prepare such type of globe which gives us more information, that becomes expensive, it becomes costly for us. That is the reason why we people prefer to use map. Okay, we prefer to use map when we compare to the globe. About globe, once again we will recap about the globe. A globe is a miniature model of the earth or a small model of the earth. It is round in shape. It shows us exactly how earth looks like from the space. Okay, it shows us the how land and water are spread on the earth. It shows us the position of continents, countries, oceans, seas, everything, but in a smaller size, because it is reduced to millions of times in size. So everything we can see on globe, but in a smaller size. Children, you can see colors are also on the globe. So colors tells you some information about the earth. Colors on the globe will help you to learn some information about the earth. So this is about globe. Globe is rotating around itself, isn't it? Because it is fixed to a rod to the end points. Two end points it is fixed so that we can rotate the globe. Just as our earth spins on its axis, globe also spins on a rod. Okay, children. So it is also tilted. Same like how earth is tilted, globe also tilted. So everyone try to purchase globe. Okay, try to purchase a small globe. Don't spend more money. With a few rupees you will get the small globe, and daily see the globe, rotate it and see. You can learn more information, how continents are spread on earth. Everything you can see and observe yourself. It improves your thinking skills and observing skills, children. Okay, next, the other representation of the earth is map. What is other representation of the earth? Map. But map is very easy to handle. It is flat like a sheet of paper. It is two-dimensional. We can fold it and carry with us. So it is easy to handle. Whereas globe is somewhat difficult to handle. It is also given in different scales, children. Okay, it is given, taken one cartographer will take a scale to draw a map. That scale is, it is a proportion to the distance on the map to actual distance on the ground. Okay, distance on the map to actual distance on the ground. Scale helps us to know the distance between two places. Okay, it helps us to know the distance between two places. Globe and maps both are reduced to a small scale, children, so that more information is given on the smaller size. Okay, again scale is of two types, small scale map and the large scale. Small scale will show a scale of 1 centimeter for 100 kilometers on the ground. Okay, small scale map shows 1 centimeter for 100 kilometers on the ground, whereas large scale map shows 1 centimeter for 50 meters on the ground. Large scale map shows 1 centimeter for 50 meters on the ground. That's all for this session, children. The other elements you are going to learn in our next class. Thank you.